Okay, now creative operating for TV. We know this is one of the hugest medium in the world of advertising. All you have to do is try to watch TV for an hour and realize that you're going to get 18 minutes of advertising. So, copywriting for television. It's a visual medium. That's an automatic now. It gets your attention. So the words should not get in the way of the visual. Again, that ad that I spoke about that was a man proposing to a woman. That's actually done on both radio and TV. And the imagery presented of the man on one knee and bending in front of the woman to make his proposal, etc. This creates kind of a very magical situation for the event that they're selling, which is K Jewelers selling diamond rings. In creating an ad for TV, storyboarding is extremely important. It's a shot by shot sketch that depicts in sequence the visual scenes and the copy that's going to be used. You used to do this with your, if you remember, making up your comic strips with Lucas and you being the stick figures. That's basically a storyboard, telling a story. Now, in this case, it would be an ad, but telling a story in a storyboard or using this little comic strip as the basis for what's actually going to be videoed. You have to coordinate audio and visual. That's the creative, really creative part. A good creative person who wants to make a point will take possibly a beautiful landscape as the back setting for a commercial. Hey, it could be a Jeep on top of Mount Everest or something like that, driving through snow. It's That's an exaggeration, but I've seen commercials similar to that that make an eye-catching, attractive commercial. Sell the brand and entertain the audience at the same time. Volkswagen used to do a beautiful job of it. Uh, uh, Apple Computer does a great job of it. There's actually a video of the classic Apple computer ads where they are futuristic and they show you the Apple of the future and so on. It's almost like sci-fi, and yet it's entertaining because it's in the backdrop of you know a dramatic story. And of course, brand personality and image is important, and that's just again a visual thing that's tied in with the audio. What makes you buy an Apple product? Okay, and create a visual around that, like diving in the water and surfing with your iPhone. Okay, got that point? Popular um, production steps. It's production steps that lead to the actual ad. And remember, I talked to you about an ad? Look at this one here, because this is a classic ad. Again, in pre production of a TV ad, you build a storyboard and a script, like your little comic strip with you and Lucas. Of course, you got to be able to afford it, so you need a budget approval. Are we taking a helicopter and moving a car on top of Mount McKinley or on top of a plateau out in Canyonlands National Park? Uh, you have to find out what your budget is, what you have to work with, and so on. So those things are important. Obviously, vetting suppliers. That's just a no-brainer. I mean, you go through the people who are working with you and providing services, and you vet them to make sure they're dependable. Review bids from vendors or services. That's when you're built, developing costly commercials like this. You certainly want to just not go to your brother's uncle's friend who has a small uh, TV studio. You want to put it out there for public bid, ask people to come in with prices when they see what your actual a budget is to work with. And that's how you make your decisions as to who's going to work for you. And of course, like anything else, You have to have timelines, and you have to have a location. These are important parts of developing um, a good, solid TV visual ad campaign. And here is an example. And click on these on the slideshow of just watch the one ad. I think it's 2 minutes. It's really, really good.